and just try to rotate your hips around your spine without swinging or moving your upper body. Yeah, so we're gonna just rotate for 10 counts, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At the same time, I want you to coordinate and concentrate on your knee resistance. So every time when you have this rotary movement, make sure that your hip is not settling and doesn't go back too much. Keep it in one straight line and feel the resistance between your both knees. And second exercise, we're gonna do same switches, but with the pelvic action. So in this movement, we're gonna rotate our hips, but we start the movement through the pelvic. Yes, so we kind of like tilt our pelvic forward. Now we transfer slowly our weight on other leg, and then we're gonna switch. So scoop, switch, scoop, switch. We're gonna do this exercise for 10 counts. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did 11. Great. Okay, so those exercises we're gonna we'll try to apply in our combo routine. So steps will be quite simple. We will have a check forward with the left leg. So check 2, 3. Now we have a switches in place, which we're gonna do just rotary movement. 4, 1. Now switch your weight on your left leg, and now start to do the check with your right leg forward. 2, 3, and this rotary switch in place for 1. Not in 4 and 1, not the syncopated timing, just 4, 1, slow, slow. Then we'll have a switches in place. 2, left leg to the side, close your feet. 3, right leg to the side, close your feet. 4, close your feet and move your right leg to the side. 1. One more time, I just want to review with you. So we start our check with the left leg forward. 2, 3, transfer your body weight, replace. Now switch. 4, 1. Switch to the right leg check. 2, 3, and switch. 4, 1. And now switches in place. And move your leg to the side. 2, 3, 4, 1. Perfect, I hope you get it. Now, we will combine those exercises, what we just did, rotary movement and the pelvic action, into this small combination. Now, when we have a check, instead of just to do a regular check, we're gonna start with the rotation. So the check will have a rotary movement. So do not settle on your hip, just rotate your hip into the check. 2. Do you see, when I arrive into that position, I maximum turn my hips, keep your shoulders always facing the front. 3, replace, and now that switches will be again a rotary. 4, 1, keep it aligned. And again, check 2, rotation, do not settle, keep your center engaged, flat back. 3, and switch. 4, 1. Perfect. Now, we finally will start to activate our pelvic action during those side switches. So, we'll start with the hip first. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. What you should feel during this movement? You should feel that your hips are collecting your foot. You not just close your foot, you start with the pelvic, that's what pulling your leg in, and then you release this movement. And again, pelvic starts, and you release. And try to not engage your shoulders, so it's not in my upper body, it's all happening here, in my pelvic and my tailbone. Okay, so we have rotary movement in the first section and the pelvic action in the second section. Let's repeat it together one more time from the check. Rotary, and 2, 3, rotation 4, 1, and again check 2, 3, 4, 1, and now those switches through your hips. A2, A3, A4, A1. I think I should show you how it looks from the back, and you will follow me, okay? So we're gonna start with the left leg, and 2, 3, rotary action 4, 1, check 2, 3, 4, 1, switches through the hip, A2, A3, A4, A1. Perfect. One more time. We will try to little bit dance it more continuous, yeah, and with my count, so you can get a little bit more familiar with the counts and with this routine, because that's, as I promised, we're gonna dance today a little bit more. And check. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, switch. 2, 3, 4, 1 through the hip. And now we can start with the other leg. Check. 2, rotation 3, 4, 1, other side 2, 3, 4, 1, and switch 2, 3, 4, 1. Check other side 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, pelvic 2, 3, 4, 1. It's very important when you have the last action, the switches to the side. I already mentioned to you. Please try to control that you keep your shoulders with no movement. We're not accenting this action in spine. Feel your tailbone, which is kind of scooping forward every time when you collect your foot. And now you release it, and you can send it a little bit more backwards, but by using your hip bones, these two bones, like you're kind of pushing it down to the floor, and you release it. And again, pull it up and release it down to the floor. Up, release down. Here is a cup of water. We don't move our head at all.
Dance Today continues to create entertaining and educational content because of the contributions from viewers like you. If you would like to donate to the channel, please click on the Patreon link in the description below. Thank you for your support.